Okay, everyone, welcome back to Breslov Efrat here at Shira David. Baruch Hashem, another beautiful day here in Eretz Yisrael. Wow, Baruch Hashem, we have the schus to be here, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, Baruch Hashem. All right, so we're going to continue learning Likutei Halachos, and with of course with Siyata Deshmaya. We have beautiful lessons here from Rav Nassan. And let's see, we learn for the well-being of our Chayalim and the Chatufim, of course. Hashem should help them in whatever ways they need their help. Only Hashem knows. Only Hashem knows. Okay, and yeah. So let's see. So we were discussing the beautiful thing yesterday of the Birchas Kahana, right? And how beautiful it is, and there's this idea of the pulas mishtanos in the world, right? There's so many different things going on. But yet there's also the achdus of Hashem. There's the oneness of Hashem, right? Mm-hmm. It's really Hashem is really running everything, and really to always try to connect back to Hashem. Okay, now we're going to learn now about Tachanun. Tachanun is a very special thing. Most people are so happy when they don't say Tachanun, but if you really feel, if you feel what Tachanun really is, it's something really, really special. The best way we can explain it is like this: Tachanun, you go down, right? You lower your head. You lower your head when you say Tachanun, right? So we know in life we always have aliyahs and yeridas, right? We always go up and down. Isn't it a nice thing that my down is I say Tachanun? Isn't that a very nice thing? Come on, isn't that nice?
Very good.
Right? Hey, I have to have a yerida. So let me go. I'll go down and talk to Hashem. Nice idea, right? Okay, it's just okay. Rav Nassan doesn't say that, but that's just something to think about. Okay, it's a yerida. Hey Hashem, I was Mekayim my yerida. Right? Okay. Now, so let's a preview. Let's just understand some pointers to understand the lesson. So we know that when we daven, we're always we're always going up in worlds. Right? When we start off, we learned this before, but we'll review it one more time. Right? When we start off in the morning, we say Birchas HaShachar and Karbanos. We're in the Olam Asiyah, right? And then we leave the Olam Asiyah when we finish the Karbanos, and we start Hodu. So then we go to the world of Yetzirah, right? And then we go after we finish Psukei de Zimra. That's Psukei de Zimra, right? Mm-hmm. And then we have Baruch Hu, Birchas Kriya Shema. So then we go in the world of Bria, and in Shmon Esrei we're in the world of Atzilut, right? We go up to the highest world. But now we're all the way up there, and then we have to get, and we ask Hashem for all those beautiful things. We have to bring those things down into the world here. We wanted to bring it down here. You know, it's nice if you have it over there, but you need it here, right? Right? You need to pay your bills. It's good you have a big account and a lot of money up there. Right? What's it going to do you up there? You need it over here. And how do you bring it down? So that's the whole idea: is the Yeridas HaShefa. You want to try to bring the Shefa down. Mm-hmm. Hashem granted you, gave you the package over there. Well, now how do you bring it here? It's a long distance.
Checking luggage, yeah.
Yeah, it's a long distance. It's a long distance. Right? So that's what we're going to learn now. How do you bring the things down? How do you bring it down? Here we go. Okay. Beis. Okay. V'zeh b'chinas nefilas apayim. This is the idea that we say, that we do the Tachanun, nefilas apayim, right? That we say achar tefillah after we finish Shmon Esrei. So we said Shmon Esrei was a nice thing, right? Because Shmon Esrei, we finished the bracha of Sim Shalom, right? We ask Hashem for Shalom. We want to come to the tranquility of being one with Hashem. After we had the bracha of the Kohen gave us the bracha. He prepared us, right? The Kohen did all of that, right? And we're in a good mindset. Now I know already what's important. So now I have to say to Hashem, I'm sorry for the things that I did wrong, right? Because again, when we come down, there are all these angels that are on the way, and they want to stop us. You know, like border patrol, right? There are border patrols in between each world, right? So they want to say, hey, let me see. What do you have here? What do you have here? Oh, well, you can't bring this. You're not worthy of getting this. Come on, look at this. Come on, what is this? Do you have the right paperwork? Right? right? So you need to get a pass. You want to be able to go through, all right? Achat tefillah. She'oz hu tachlis hayichud. That's the tachlis hayichud, right? That's the tachlis when I get to the oneness with Hashem, right? The bechinas achlus haposhich and isgala, right? That we ask for to take us away from all of the crazy things and all the changing things that are going on in the world, right? There's so much stuff, especially today. I think today, I don't even think Reb Nosson ever fathomed what we have to go through today, honestly. Right? On a daily basis, all the stuff that goes on, right? It's amazing. I don't think the world ever...
Through hard times, it was so much simpler, though, at the same time. Yeah.
What's that?
While they were living through hard times, it was a lot more simple, too.
Yeah, they dealt with that. They said, I have my problem right here.
Yeah.
Now here we have wow. We don't know where you have a problem, and it's just too much information, right? But you have to remember it's all really Hashem.
Yeah.
It's not any of these groups, it's not any of these governments, it's all Hashem trying to get us to come back to Him. That's all He's trying to do. And He wants us to realize that we don't have to rely on them, we have to rely on Hashem. That's what it's all about. And we don't get it sometimes, so He makes it more difficult, right? But if we would just get it and realize we turn to Hashem, it would be amazing, right? I think so. Yeah, okay.
How do we truly get that? How can we absolutely attain that? And there's one thing knowing it and, applying it somewhat, but truly attaining that completely with no doubt.
That's through his this speaking to Hashem and developing the relationship with Hashem.
You gotta beg for it.
You have to develop the relationship to realize that Hashem is you have your neshama, right? Every Jew has their neshama. The neshama is a part of God. We learned that yesterday, right?
We know all this.
Right? Okay. So now that you know it, now how do you put it into practice?
Precisely.
Right.
Even if it's in practice. Yet there's so much.
No. You know it, but do you feel it?
Times.
No. That's the question. Do you feel it? No. So you have to get it into the heart. You have to work on getting it into the heart. The heart, where the feelings are. Right. You have it in the mind. It's information. Oh, I know. Yes, Hashem is. I know. Yeah, I know this. I know that. I know it's sunny outside. I know it's raining. I know that. I know it's this. I know things. It's information. But how do I get to feel it? You have to bring it from the mind to the heart. You have to connect the mind to the heart. Right? That's the hargoshas are in the lave. Okay?
And that's what tefillin does. Connects the
Tefillin connects it, right. You have the tefillin on the rosh, you have the one on the arm that's connected to the heart, right? Yeah, we learned it. Okay. Okay, v'inyan anafila shetrichin lipol al penehem, right? We have to fall on our faces, right? Right, that's what we're supposed to do. I mean, you see sometimes people is doing tachanun. They do. You ever see that? Yeah, these guys. They
That's the sitting part you're talking about. A lot of
the sitting part, yeah.
You just get a seat, meaning not just, even like standing and kind of bowing a little bit,
right?
Putting the head like that.
Right. You're supposed to go. You're supposed to
really go
down low. Yeah.
It says in some sidurim that only if somebody's like mamash tov on kavanot and a super holy tzaddik should they go low. Otherwise, regular people who don't have that level should just be sitting.
How are you going to get there unless
So I
you go?
stopped going low a little while ago because I read that.
Okay. I don't know where you read that. I have no idea. Okay.
No.
I think the Sfardim have that custom, right? They just sit, they don't go down. Is that maybe?
Probably, and then just like the rabbis and the holy Mikubalim do or something, yeah.
Okay, but Minig Ashkenaz is everyone's supposed to do Tachanun.
With the hand down.
Yeah, that's Minig. That's
You're supposed to prostrate yourself on the floor.
no, we don't do that.
By the base of Hamikdash.
Oh, in the base Hamikdash. Okay, we don't have that. Yeah. Visa b'ksavim, and the priyetz chayim and shar nefilas apayim, shehu nefila mamish, shemapilin atzman. We knock ourselves down. See, shemapilin atzman. We bring ourselves down. Oz lemadregas atachtoinos to the lower levels. Kamuva ayin sham. The weekday, it's olam hazeh. Ef shalanu li koilo b'kedushas hayichud b'bechinas achdus haposhet ki im al yedei nefila v'yerida shu tachlis aliyah.
on Shabbos.
Well, we're going to talk about Shabbos. Wait, Yossi, you skipped it.
No, already.
We're discussing the weekday. He just noticed. He said the weekday. He said the weekday. We're going to also discuss special days, right? There's certain special days where it's Rosh Chodesh or other days that we don't say the Tachanun, right? There's something going on. There's a bris, there's a chassan, or whatever the case is. There's something going on.
Your side also, right?
Well, okay, no. In Breslov we don't do the yachts. I think. Okay. Kamuva b'divrei Rabbeinu Neira Yoyer, and Rabbi Nachman brings us down in lesson 12 in the second book. Inyan taklis ha'aliyah beyar heitev ayin sham heitev. Right. So we know there's a concept of aliyahs and yeridas. Right. We know there's an idea that we go up and we learn the idea of Baki B'Shav, Baki B'Ratzi, Baki B'Shav, Baki B'Ayel, Baki B'Nafak, right? All these ideas, right? We have to know how to go up, we have to know how to go down, right? Life is part of ups and downs, right? But you have to know, like the Navi says, Sheva Yipol Tzaddik V'Kam, right? You fall down, but he gets up. That's a tzaddik. He keeps getting up. He has to.
There's a song.
Right, well, yeah. That's why we like to drink 7-Up, right? 7-Up, right? 7-Up, right?
Yeah. And if somebody visits Har Sinai, are they doing Mountain Dew?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we have. Wait, one second.
Paraduma, you drink a Red Bull.
There you go. Very good. Okay.
Right. He's the man.
Well, very good today. Very good. Okay. I could bring a little simcha to this. That's good. Okay. So again, we have aliyahs and yeridas. So we have to always know how to weather the yerida, right? We don't want to go off track, right? We're only going down, and but we don't go down for the sake of going down. The tachlis of the yerida is the aliyah, right? The purpose of going down is to go back up. The same way if you wanted to go jump over a fence. Right? You're going to walk over to the fence and try to jump over it? No, you're going to go from further back. And then if I wanted to jump high, what are you going to do? You're going to go down, crouch down, and you're going to build the spring up higher, right? So that's the idea. You want to go higher in our levels in Ruchniya. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu sends us down to make sure we're ready, to come to the next level, right? To make sure we're ready to go to the next level, right? The same idea that you have, let's say in the alamas, right? They're connected, like so to say, like a chain. So you have a chain link, right? If you're holding a chain, right? So you have the bottom link, the upper link is still lower than the lower link. You have a chain, right? And the links are connected, right? So the top link is connected to the link beneath it, correct? Now the bottom of the top link is under the top of the other link, right? So you have to go down in order to get to the next one. I'm just giving you something to think about, right? As you go down, you're in that level, but then you can spring up into the next level because you're really in the next level already. But you have to be ready. You understand? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. V'aklal kishenayflim chas v'sholem l'koymes hanemuchim. If a person falls down to the low places, right? He falls down to the places in a place where you don't see this galus of Hashem. You don't see the revelation of Hashem in that place, right? People go to all kind of crazy places, right? They're trying to find themselves and all of that. You don't necessarily find Hashem in those places. Oz mevakshin and mechabshin aye mekayim kavayde. So there's a concept of aye mekayim kavayde, right? Like we say in the kedusha, right? In the keser, aye. Where are you, Hashem? Right? You cry out, aye. Where is mekayim kavayde? Where are you? I know Hashem, you're everywhere. You're meloi chol haaretz kavodo. But we're going to learn that the covenant of Hashem there is connected to the Maimer Sosam of Bereshis, right? There's a Maimer Sosam. There's the hidden word, right? Where Hakadosh Baruch Hu, what's hidden, Hakadosh Baruch Hu is there, but he's not revealed. He's there, but you don't have Hakadosh Baruch Hu revealed as much, right? V'zeh bechinas tachlis aliyah ki ayehu kedusha el yoina, because ayeh is the kedusha itself. Like we were learning with the languages, right? Where you can learn, where you can speak to Hashem in any language that you want to, right? Because when you reveal Hashem, you speak to Hashem in that language, you're connecting to Hashem, you're finding the Kedusha in that language. So here we're learning that when you go to different places, and you find yourself in this crazy place, and you go to yourself, Hashem, Hashem, where are you? So that's revealing Hashem in that place.
I think Esther Malka, when she was on her way to
Yeah. Right, she went through the base at Slalom, right? She went through that the thing, and she said, Kayli, lama zaftani, right? Kayli, Esther Amalka, Kayli, lama zaftani. Why'd you leave me? Right? She cried out to Hashem in that place.
At that moment, she didn't feel him. She was feeling him the whole time with her.
Yeah.
Where have you gone?
Yeah, because she came to that Makkah Hanamu, right? It was a chamber of all idols and all kinds of things. So obviously Hashem is there. He's keeping the idols in existence. Again, because of Bechira, right? Hashem wants us to be able to choose the right thing, right? Not that when Esther would have walked in there, Chas Shem, she was, oh, this aisle's very interesting. No, right? No, but that's Bechira. No, but that's Bechira. That is what Bechira is. Right? Hashem wants us to have the Bechira in the world. That's why He set this whole system up. Because it doesn't make sense if you don't understand it's because of Bechira. Why does Hashem have all this evil in the world? What is this? Because we have to choose the good. If it's all good, there's nothing for you to choose. You understand? Okay. But the ki aye who kedusha elyoina aye is the lofty kedusha, when you can cry out to Hashem in that place, right? The guy could be somewhere in India, somewhere in who the heck knows, in China, wherever he is, in some mountain somewhere, right? And he's at some retreat or something, right? And he says, "What am I doing here? Aye, Hashem, where are you?" Revealing Hashem brings the kedusha of that place. Okay, now, this is the idea that we go down, b'shas ha-nefila v'yerida. Oz daikuhu tachlis hayichud v'bechinas tachlis aliyah. So in other words, we connect to the oneness of Hashem in the Shemona Esrei, right?
Yeah.
Right, but that's a very lofty thing. How do I now connect to Hashem when I'm in this world, right? I'm trying to come back to this world. I have to connect to Hashem and know that I'm one with Hashem, right? So when you put your head down, you're not looking at the rest of the world. You're not looking at everything. It's only you and Hashem. You're putting yourself like almost in a certain place. It's almost like a little isbaidados. You're speaking to Hashem by yourself, right? So if you hold your hand up in the air and you're seeing everything, that's not private. Right? When you go down, it's kind of private, okay? Ki bechinas aye hu kedusha el yoina hu bechinas achlis haposhet the leis machshava tvisa beikla. We can't really understand that. It's impossible, right? The leis machshava tvisa beikla. Our mind can't really understand this oneness of Hashem, of how everything is so different in the world, but yet Hashem is one, and it's all Hashem. Right? It's something that it's almost impossible for us to understand. Everything is changing in the world. Everything is going on, but it's all one. It's really all Hashem. It's unbelievable, right? When you think of that. Do you ever think of that, Yossi, like that?
Yeah, sometimes how could it all, right?
All these things going on, but wow, it's all you, Hashem. So that's why we turn to Hashem. You have the tikkun, because it's all Hashem has the answer for everything, because He is everything. That's why we need to constantly connect back to Hashem. Okay, Shazeh Bechinas Aye, that's the idea of crying out to Hashem and saying, Aye, Mekayim Kevoidei. Lebechinas Kedusha Elyoina, Zo Tzarech Liyos Bebechinas Yerida, Shehi Tachlis Aliyah. So to do that, you have to have the Yerida and cry out to Hashem. No matter where you are, you can do this, right? Whatever's going on in your day, you cry out to Hashem, Hashem, help. Right? Whatever's going on, you say, Hashem, help. Help me. That's finding Hashem in that whatever situation it is. Hashem, I need your help. I don't know what to do here. I have no idea, but I know you know what to do. Hashem, please help. And that's why we say the vidui. Right? We say the vidui before we do the nefilas apayim. Right? Asham the bagadnu gizal. Right? We say with the vidui. Right? Ki nefila v'yerida zu shehi tachlis aliyah, because the whole nefila, is the whole idea of going down and going down right correctly and safely is I say I'm sorry to Hashem. I make my vidui. I realize it's all you, Hashem, and I made these mistakes. Now I can be one with Hashem and I can cry out to Hashem. That's what the nefila is, right? That's really what the nefila is. Okay. He bechinas tshuva kemavayasham kizeh ikar hatshuva shemevakshim umachapshin aye mekayim kivoday kemoishe kosav sham. Okay, so we understand that idea now. So Tachanun is a very special thing because you're connecting to the yichud of Hashem in a private way, not in a public way. The Shemona Esrei is more in a you're doing it as a group. When you're doing the Tachanun, you're connecting to Hashem in a private way. Okay, v'zeh bechina shalosh esrei midas shoymrim oz. We say the shalosh esrei midas, right? Hashem kol racham mechana, right? The 13 attributes of mercy, right? I think that's what they call that in English, right? Shehem shloisha esrei tikkunei dedikna, which are connected to the 13 points of the beard. We learned a lot about that. It's in the right tikkunei zoya. Hanim shochim erech apayim. That's coming from the erech anpin, right? There's the zer anpin, the erech anpin. Shehu bechinas keser, which is connected to keser, which is the highest place. Right? Keser is the highest place, right? There's keser. You have chochma bina das. You also have keser chochma bina. Right? Keser is the higher level. Valkein ein nefilim apayim ki im bechol. Oh, there we go, Yossi. We only do this when it's during the weekday, when we have the pulos mishtanes, right? Because during the week we have the pulos mishtanes, right? Everything is all separate, so I need to bring it all in. I need to reel it all back into the oneness of Hashem, right? Aval b'Shabbos v'Yom ein noiflim al pneim. We don't. Why? Ki b'Shabbos v'Yom azayu etzem is galus achlus hapashin. Oh, that's this galus achlus hapashin on Shabbos and the Chag. Right, we learned about the Chag. That's why even in when it comes to chutzlars, right, when it comes to the in chutzlars on the Chag, the Kohanim can go up to bless the people, right? They go up on the only on the Chag, right? Because even though that's during the week, right, we said that's during the week, but yet there's such a special thing of the kedusha of the Lashon HaKodesh, right? Because we sanctified the month. Right, they said Kodesh, right? So then, therefore, they're allowed to go up only at that time, right? Because again, there's that Achlus HaPoshet. He's going to explain now a little bit better. Valkein, Ein Tzrichin Oz Yerida B'Shvil Aliyah. You don't need the Yerida B'Shvil Aliyah because you're at an Aliyah state. It is Aliyah. That's Aliyah. You already got up to. You already have the Aliyah. You're already up high. Rak b'Yemei Achol Sheim Bechinas Olam Hazeh Bechinas Pulos Mishtanes. Only during the week, when you're involved in all of this stuff, and all of the emails, and all of the messages, and all of the groups, and all of that stuff, right? You're involved in all of that stuff, and the news, and all of that, right? Shabbos, you don't do that. Your mind is clear. It's free from that. You understand? So you don't have that on Shabbos. So you don't need to connect back to Hashem. During the week, you need to connect back to Hashem. You have all this conflicting stuff going on. So I need to reel it in and connect back to Hashem. But on Shabbos, I don't have that problem. Va'afilu tefillah shel chol, he gam came bechinas pulos mishtanes. Like we said, the Shemona Esrei of during the week, right? So we talk about many different things in the Shemona Esrei. One thing doesn't seem to have anything to do with the other, right? I asked for tshuva, then I asked for das, and then I need parnasa, and I want Mashiach, and I want this and this. It's like it's all mixed up. Because that's the way it is during the week. But when it comes to Shabbos, the theme is it's a one theme. You're not jumping around as much when it comes to that. Ki mispaldim sholosh esrei brachos emsius shehem mishunim zeh mizeh. Because the 13 brachos and the middle brachos of the Shemona Esrei, they're chained. They're different. They're all different, like we just said. When I want to connect back to the oneness of Hashem, because now I spoke about all these different things, right? So then the Kohen goes up to give his bracha, and the Kohen gives us that blessing, and the Kohen sets our mind. He cleans up our mind a little bit, right, with the kedusha, right, so that we can have the proper kli to accept the bracha, right? And then we have that bracha. Then we say shim sholem. Hamvarachas Am Yisrael B'Sholem. The Sholem is peace, is connected to the oneness of Hashem. But now I have to start bringing it back down from Shemayim. I'm up there. I'm in the Olam Hatzilus. I got to come down. So now I start to make my Yerida. I make my Yerida, right? I go down. I put my head down. I'm going down. I'm coming down with my packages, right? All my stuff, right? Yeah. Yefsher Lavai L'Aliyah Zu Ki Im Al Yedei Bechinas Yerida She'i Tachlis Aliyah. And during the week, you can only come to that. You have to go down to be able to come back up. Right? On Shabbos, you're already up. Right?
So
Shabbos.
Month of Shabbos, we feel like that emptiness.
Yeah.
We were in it the whole time.
That's why the Malav Malka is so important. Right?
Interesting.
To fill up the emptiness.
What?
To fill up the emptiness.
To fill up the emptiness. Yeah. Yeah.
Mama says that?
Yeah. And what's the whole idea of the Malav Malka? You tell over Sipur stories of the tzaddikim. Right? Why you want to connect back to the Amunah. Right? You're going down. So tell stories of tzaddikim. Tell stories like that. It'll bring up the Amunah, bring the person back up. Right? He went down, then come back up.
Is there an Indian also, like Thursday nights that where in yeshiva we had mishmar and this and that? Is there an Indian to like learn Thursday night?
It's a good night. It's good to learn every night.
I know, specifically Thursday. I'm asking.
Well, people make achonas l'Shabbos. They make achona l'Shabbos. Listen,
Okay.
Whatever works. Whatever works. There's no. No, I don't know of anything like that. V'oz nechlalim kol ha'pulos mishtanois b'chinas achlus haposhet shezeh b'chinas nefilas hapayim. So that's why the whole idea of Tachanun is that we're trying to bring it during the week. We're trying to connect back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in that way. It's something really special. I mean, just to really understand what we're doing at Tachanun, and not just to think, most people have a great simcha. There's no Tachanun today. Right, but okay, and there's something to that because we're going to see now.
In short, the basic.
Wait, let's finish. Well, yes, we'll do this short in a minute. Okay, Ava b'Shabbos v'Yom Tov sheheim b'chinas olam haba. Right, we know that Shabbos is me'ein olam haba. Right, it's a taste.
Yeah.
Right, if a person wants to know how he's doing is spiritually, right, how you feel on Shabbos, right, how you feel on Shabbos is a preview of how you're going to feel in olam haba. So if you're sitting on Shabbos and you can't wait for Shabbos to be over, then what's going to happen when you go to Olam Haba? For all eternity. That's how you're going to feel? Right? No, you don't want to feel that way. But if you feel and you love the Shabbos, you can't wait for the Shabbos and you enjoy every moment of the Shabbos. So then that's a good indicator that the person's ready and he'll be able to enjoy his Olam Haba as well. Shebehem oitzem is galus achlus haposhet. That's the place where you really, everyone knows it's the oneness of Hashem. That's why the Malachim, they're so close to Hashem. Why? Because they don't have the idea of Bechira. They don't have the Yetzer Hara. They don't have that. They're connected to the oneness of Hashem. That's why Shabbos is a Me'ein Olam Haba. The same way in Olam Haba, I don't have all of this stuff. I realize it's all Hashem, right? So to Shabbos, I feel the same idea. Right? Isn't that beautiful? To understand really what Shabbos is? Now we understand what it means. It's a Me'ein Olam Haba. It's a taste of Olam Haba.
1/60th or something?
What?
1/60th?
It's a taste of Olam Haba. It's an okay. Bebechinas yoyim bayoyim ahu yi Hashem echad u'shma echad. Right? It's going to be on that day that HaKadosh Baruch Hu's name will be one. He will be one and his name will be one. What does that mean? He will be one and his name will be one. What? Hashem's not one now? His name isn't one now? No, but we don't perceive it that way. We will know, everyone will know, by Yoimahu on that day, when Mashiach Tzidkenu comes, please Hashem, let it be soon. Very soon, right? Please Hashem. And for this reason. So that way your name can be one and everyone can know your name. And everyone will scream out in the world, Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Could you imagine that? Be 8 billion people screaming Shema Yisrael?
Rabbi Kramer was just talking about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Balkein oz nichlalim kol ha-brachos I am sois bebracha achas. So therefore, we have all of the brachos when it comes to Mashiach, right? When he's going to come, all the brachos am sois bebracha achas. When it comes to Shabbos, right? We have all the middle brachos are really all one. They're all one. She'ein mispaldim rak bracha achas be'emsa. There's one bracha in the middle. When it comes to Shabbos, you don't have 13 brachas in the middle. There's one blessing. Right? You end off the one bracha before Ritzay. That's it. One blessing. What? You don't.
Like 3
No.
after Ata Kadosh,
No, it's not 3 brachas after Hat Kadosh.
or maybe just 3 paragraphs.
3 paragraphs, but there's one bracha right before Ritzay. That's the bracha. Then you go to Ritzay, and then that's it. But there's only one. Again, to symbolize the oneness of Hashem. That's why there's one bracha. Al kein oz ein tzrichin lenefila. You don't need the nefila because you're already there. You're already at the oneness with Hashem. You're already connected. The yerida, the ayin, the nefila sapayim. Ki ha-nefila v'yerida hi rak kidei la'alois la'aliyah. It's only to bring me up. But the whole time when it comes to Shabbos, we're already up. We learned the whole idea of Shabbos is the food, everything on Shabbos is higher. Everything is elevated when it comes to Shabbos. Everything is elevated. We don't have to be lifted up. We don't have to lift things up, right? During the week, you have to be very careful not to eat before you daven. Why? Because you don't want the food to pull you down. Food is very low, right? Shabbos, you can make a mizonos if you want before davening because the food is higher. It'll help lift you up. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing to understand that. Right? Everything changes on Shabbos. Tahainu lebechinas kedusha Shabbos shehu bechinas achdus hapashat. Shabbos is achdus hapashat. Al came b'Shabbos v'yamtiv b'atzmai. Ein tzrichin lezeh. We don't need this. Do you understand it now, Yossi? Does it make sense a little bit? Why Shabbos? I don't need this. I'm trying to connect back to Hashem. The whole thing of Shabbos is connecting to Hashem. I'm connected.
Right. So
I'm connected. I don't need a. I'm there. I'm connected.
So the Nefila Apayim is like a little bit of Shabbos.
It is, yeah. Yeah, you're bringing Shabbos in, right? That's the lashon. Yeah, you're bringing Shabbos in. That's exactly right. And then after that, you say Hayom Rivi Chamishi b'Shabbos. Shabbos again. You bring Shabbos in. Ba'al Kain b'Chol Yom sheyesh by Eza Taisvis Kedusha. So any day that there's an additional level of kedusha in the day. Right? Well, like we said, there's a bris, or it's Rosh Chodesh, or something like that, where the Shulchan Aruch tells you don't say the Tachanun on that day, right? So there's more Kedusha in that. Oh, there's more Kedusha? Okay, so the Kedusha connects me back to the oneness of Hashem. I realize what that thing is. Wow, there's a bris. Wow, Hashem made a miracle that there's another neshama in the world. Wow, Hashem did that. Right? Hashem did that. You realize that. When you realize it's Hashem, so then you don't need the Nefilas Apayim. You don't need that. Do you understand that? Anytime you realize it's all Hashem, you don't need this because you're already connected. You need the Tachanun to connect you. But if you're already connected because of the Kedusha of the day, you don't need the Tachanun. Okay. Kedusha b'chol tais, and that's why sometimes it doesn't make sense. These like a lot of shuls, I don't understand where they got it from, but okay, listen, that's what they're doing. Anytime there's a yard site of any tzaddik, they don't have no idea who the tzaddik was. They don't know his teachings. They don't know. They don't have anything. Oh, it's a yard site. No Tachanun today.
What would be the idea, though? Meaning, on the Yer side, he comes down a little more. How is there more oneness with Hashem on the Yer side?
Well, we don't have this problem in Breslov. Rabbi Nachman's yard site is on Sukkot, so we don't have that problem.
That would be the real test.
What's that?
That would be the real test.
Yeah.
So what about the Balsam?
No, wait. Rav Noson's yard site is on Sen Gedah, on what do you call it? Sarah B'Tevis.
And the
So on
Balsam
Sarah
Tov?
B'Tevis, you have to say you do the whole thing anyway. So there's no problem. We don't have that problem. Yeah. Okay.
Well, don't our parents come down on your side?
Yeah, all neshamas I come down 3 days before and 3 days after.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
3 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And on the day.
Mm-hmm.
And on the day.
Of course on the day.
7 days altogether.
7 days. Yeah. It's 7 days altogether. Yeah.
Your side candle.
No, the Zayat talks about that. The neshama comes 3 days before, 3 days after. So if you can't get to the parent, whoever it is you want to go see, if you can go 3 days before, 3 days after, it's fine. Better to go on the yard side if you can, but it's okay. All right. Umeyacha sheyesh by bechinas is galus the kedusha Shabbos, because again, you have when you have an additional level of kedusha, nimshach mishabbos shehu klolius hakedusha. It's drawn from the Shabbos, which is all inclusive of kedusha. La'achar sheyesh by bechinas is galus kedusha Shabbos. Now that you have the revelation of the kedusha of Shabbos, we don't have to lower our head, we don't have to go down, we don't have to have that yerida, right? We don't put our heads down. And these are the days that the Shulchan Aruch discusses the days that you're not supposed to say the Tachanun, right? Shulchan Aruch tells us, right? When it comes to Chanukah, when it comes to when it comes to Purim, and days like that, you don't have to say the Tachanun then, because it's Yemei Simcha, and the Simcha that you have from the Kedusha of that day is connected back to Shabbos, and therefore you don't have to have the Yerida because you're already in the middle of an Aliyah, right? The whole point to get to the Yerida, to have the Yerida, is to bring me to the Aliyah. Right, but if it's a day of Aliyah already, why do I need to have the Yerida? I'm already at the Aliyah, I don't need it. You understand?
Maybe go up higher, go down, it's kind of like if you go down, they'll go even higher, maybe. I mean,
okay.
just a thought.
But no, the point is we want to connect back to Hashem. That's the point.
So we already connected.
You're already connected because of the day. You feel the simcha of the day, so you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, right? And the tzaddikim like to have, it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing. Some tzaddikim tell people to come to their tzion, right? And say vidui at the tzion, right? You ever see that, right? Say vidui at the tzion, right? You go to a tzion and you say vidui, right? And they tell you, they promise you things if you go. Like Rabbi Nachman said, come to his tzion and tell over the things. Right? Tell over, I did this, I did that, I did this. Like you're talking to a tzaddik. The same way, you're not saying vidui to the tzaddik, you're telling over the things to the tzaddik. You're telling it over to him. The tzaddik accepts those things, right? Why? Because the tzaddik wants to have a yerida. Listen to this. You see, the tzaddikim are very clever.
No.
See, when the tzaddik is already in the next world, so he achieved whatever levels he's at, right? But he sees, wait a second, I want to go higher. But he can't go higher. That's the level he's at. You can only go higher if you went down to go up.
So he wants you reading.
So the tzaddik says, come to me, say over the video. The tzaddik takes it on.
Bring me down.
He comes down, so that way he can come back up higher. So there's a benefit for the tzaddik as well.
So
right?
all these guys coming on Uman to Rabbi Nachman, and they're dumping all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, they go to a lot of tzaddikim, right? You go, right. The Noam Elimelech made a promise also, come to Lezhensk, come to the Noam. He said, your promise is that a person won't die without doing Shuvah Shlema. It's a pretty good promise, right?
He's buried over there?
No, in Lezhensk. He's in Poland.
Okay.
In Lezhensk. Yeah, so there's just really, yeah.
I was there with my daughter's high school class. And we went in there, and it was a winter day, gray, snowy, freezing cold, and we just been to set somewhere. We pretty low point.
You probably went to one of the camps, right?
Yeah. So we go into his house.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big place. It was his
yeah.
And there's a light in there, and these girls just
Bursted
started
up.
dancing.
Yeah. The girls do that. Yeah.
They just started. They didn't even know there was a light in there. It was like
That's wonderful.
And no, it is special. It is
amazing.
special.
It was amazing.
Yeah. I was there with a
My
group
daughter's
too.
there today.
Huh?
She's there in Lezhensk today?
Yeah.
Wow.
Of all the chances you're mentioning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Funny.
Wow, we mentioned Lezhensk. His daughter's in Lezhensk today. Wow,
We need to
that's
dance.
awesome. What?
Yeah. I'll
She'll
find out
dance
if she
for us.
dances.
She'll
Yeah.
dance for us. It's
It's a special thing to realize. It's such a beautiful we have such a beautiful program. If you just connect to the program, you can really be connected to Hashem and live such a much more tranquil life. rather than all of this stuff that's out there. Believe me, people go crazy. People are going crazy out there. But Baruch Hashem, we learned something nice. Tomorrow we'll continue this. Let's learn a little piece in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch now. Okay?
Yeah.
So we'll learn a little bit of halach. Okay, here we go. You want me to wait a second, David? You get it? Okay. Okay, so we're learning Dinei Hashkamas Haboker. Okay, the getting up in the morning, and today we're up to letter Dalet. Okay. L'chein tzarich adam l'sgaber kari. So we mentioned yesterday that a person has to be misgaber kari. When he gets up in the morning, he has to be powerful like a lion. Get up like a lion. Why is that? Right when you get out of bed, right when you get up from your sleep, right? And you say Modani, and you say the words of Modani, and those are the few seconds that you should think about. We said that you should think about the beauty. You have to think about the beauty of the fact that your neshama just came back from a big trip, and Hashem gave you back your neshama, right? You just think about that a little bit. You say the Modani, Yokem bizrizus lavoidus habaris barach v'yis'ala. Get up quickly. Right after that. So say your Modani, you spend a couple of seconds, right? And then jump out of bed. Kari, like a lion. Koidim sheyiskab olav hayetzahara betaniyos v'esayanos leval yokem. Right? Otherwise the Yetzirah is going to come and he'll give you all different reasons. Maybe you should just relax a little bit more, and all of that stuff. What's he going to say? V'yischakim olav lahasiyoi b'choyref. Right, and when it comes to, he'll come up with a clever idea when it comes to the winter. Eich tokem ata b'abayka hashkem v'hakor godol. It's so cold outside. Why do you got to get up so early? Come on, relax a little bit. It's warm. You're under the covers. It's nice. Why do you got to go out there? It's so winter. It's blowing the snow, like you were saying, right? You like in Lejensk over there, right? It's so cold over there. It's so cold. It's so wintry. Stay in bed. Uvekayitz. And then he has another idea. Now, when it comes to the summertime, that's what he does in the wintertime. When it comes to the summertime, Yashienu Eich tokum mimitascha v'adayin loy savata mishinasecha. Hey, winter. When it comes to summertime, so the night is very short, right? Right. The night hours are short, right? It's light till late, and it gets light early in the morning, right? So he says, well, hey, why are you going to get up now? You didn't get much sleep. You got to sleep a little bit more. Or come up with different ideas or things like that. He comes up with all different kinds of ideas. He knows how to trap us, right? He knows how to trap us in these nice, big traps that we shouldn't be able to get out of, right? Once you give in to the Yetzirah, you stay in bed, you fall back asleep, and the next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock, or whatever it is, right? And then, you miss Zman Kriya Shema, Zman Tefillah, and all of that stuff, right?
I like the thing that says that he tells you to go back to sleep. He says, but you're up and you're.
And that was my Rebbe. My Rebbe said that. Yeah, remember that story? I told you that story. Yeah. V'lechein kol bal nefesh hayorei v'chored l'dvar Hashem. Anyone that fears and wants to fulfill the word of Hashem. Tzorich le'izgaber olav v'lo yishmalai. You have to be overpowered and don't listen to what he's telling you. Don't listen to him. Just overpower him. Va'af im yichbad olav hadava mipnei kfedes haguf va'atzlus va'atzlusai. Even if the person it's difficult for him to get out of bed, right, or he's a little bit lazy, right? Yosem migam osai rotzai na melech malchi amlochem hakadosh baruch hu. Put the program of Hashem in front of your eye. Realize this is what Hashem wants you to do. And he gives in this example. V'yasem elibai ki im haya kairei oisai eza adam le'eza asik sheyaviach by mammon, right? Oy lig by schayvai. If the person was called, he had to go to a business meeting, right? He had to go on a business meeting, right? He has to make a lot of money. So what do you think is staying in bed? One thing is staying in bed, right? The guy has a business deal to go to. Why is he going to want to stay in bed, right? Or he has to pay back a chayv, whatever it is, he's going to get paid, whatever. Because he'll want to save himself, he'll want to save his money from being lost, right? He doesn't want to lose his pride. He doesn't want to lose his money. If you're going im nifla the lake here, or if let's say there's a fire, if there would be a fire in the city, right? The kedaima bevadei haya zar is laka miyad b'pnei ahavos mamanai v'lo yisrashel. He won't be lazy there. There's a fire going on. He's going to want to try to take out everything from his house. He's going to try to save everything. He'll do it with reasons. Right? So can it be if you'll do this for physical things, aren't you going to want to do the same, give the same credence to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that you'll also want to do it the same way? V'chein im haya tzarich laleches la'avodas hamelech. Haya kam bezrizas v'lo haya misrashel. If he has to go serve the king, a bus of a dumb, a human king, right? So he'll do it with a lot of he'll do it in a steadfast way, and he won't be lazy about it. Pen yalilu Allah, right? Because otherwise he'll have a problem. Or he wants to show favor in the eyes of the king. Right? He wants the king to show to come on time, so the king will give him good things. So now, if you're gonna do that for a regular a king, a person, a human being, so how much more so the Melech Malchei Amlochem HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the King of Kings. He should get up quickly in a steadfast way. Look what he says. And if you get used to doing this 4 or 5 times, look at this, what he says. You just do this 4 or 5 times. Try this 4 or 5 times. This is so beautiful, right? Because if in Shemayim it says if a person comes, he wants to be pure, he wants to get purified, so they'll give him heavenly assistance. Hashem will assist him, right? So if you show Hashem that you want to get up, and you do this once, and you do it twice, and you do it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, so then Hashem will see that your intention is good, and Hashem will help you to be able to do it all the time. Okay, so I think we'll stop over here for now with this, and then tomorrow we're going to learn about Tikkun Chatzos in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Okay, Kol Tuv, everyone, have a good day.